Hey you guys, so today's video is am I ashy? To be a story time about why I stopped doing VIP in the strip club. So if you guys would like to know why I stopped doing VIP in the strip club, just go ahead and continue to watch. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Guys, so first things first, I want to say that today I use my Rain Cosmetics lip gloss, and this is the shade Chocolate. I really love this color. It's really good for women of color. I also use my Naughty or Nice palette, Christmas edition palette, and it is currently on sale for $10. So if you guys are interested, just go to my website at www.raincosmetics.com. I'm also going to leave it down on the screen somewhere. And this is how it looks. It is so pretty. It's like iridescent when you move it. And then it comes with a mirror. It comes with a mirror, and then it comes with 12 shades. And today I used Sinful, I used Behaved. What else I used? And I also used Gentle, and I used Pure on my eyeshadow today. I don't know if you guys can see. So yeah, if you guys are interested, don't forget to go ahead. And then I also have the 5D mink lashes or faux mink lashes in the style Bossy. So yeah, now that that's out the way, about why I stopped doing VIP. And it all started like the first few months I started dancing. So I started dancing in I think it was like July of 2017. I wasn't that terrified. I mean, I was kind of terrified, but I really wasn't, because I had my cousin with me. I had bought her permit so she could start back dancing with me, because she had previously danced before and she stopped. So I was like, hey, if I get your permit, would you start dancing with me again or whatever? And she was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So I went and I got our, firstly went and got hired, then I went and got our permits or whatever. Well, she had to go too, of course, but yeah. So I already knew going into dancing that I really didn't want to do VIPs. I wanted to kind of stray away from it, because it's like, what I do in the VIP that I'm not doing outside? I'm already naked and dancing. So it's just like, what more do you want, if y'all get my drift? A guy came in and I was just sitting there bored, because at the club I first worked at, it didn't get lit until like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. So half the time we would just sit there, and then it would be some days where day shift was lit and I wouldn't even stay at night. But particular evening, it was kind of dead. So me and my cousin was sitting at the bar, and this guy came in, and I didn't really pay him any mind. I just looked and I was like, okay. So then me and my cousin continued to talk or whatever. Always watching, even when I'm acting like I'm not watching, I'm watching. So he got some ones or whatever, but my scary self knew that I probably wasn't gonna talk to him, because till this day I really don't talk to people first unless you give me a warming like smile or a hi, or you say something, then I will approach you. But I'm really scary, y'all. Like, I'm a dancer, and everybody be like, how you shy? You a dancer? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I really don't. I can't explain to you. He walked up to me first, and he broke the band off, and he just threw the $100 at me, and I was like, so I got up and I started like, starting to take my stuff off. He was like, no, you just look bored. And I was like, thank you, okay. And I was just like, okay. So then he broke a band and he threw $100 at my cousin. So she did say, he was like, nah, y'all good, y'all just look bored. So I'm like, okay. So then I can't really remember how it went, but I think he might have like looked around, stayed for a minute, and I believe he danced somebody else. I'm not sure how it went, but either way it go, he left. He came back and he was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, hey. And he gave me more money, and I didn't have to dance. Like, it would be like $100 or $200 he would give me, and I wouldn't even have to dance. Like I don't know. I didn't ask no questions after that first time. I didn't ask no questions, and then he maybe came like a third time, and then I kind of did dance for him, but I don't believe I took my clothes off or something. I don't know. It was just like he didn't care about the clothes taking off part. He really didn't care. It was just like something he liked to do. He liked to spend money. Like, we about to go to VIP. Y'all, when I say my whole body went limp, I was like, oh. I'm looking around for my cousin like, ooh, bitch. And you don't want to, you kind of don't, I mean, you can say no, you know what I mean? But it was just like, okay, this man has spent over like $600-700 on me within like 2 weeks. And I was just like, even though, I mean, that's a lot, but it's not a lot. But I was just like, he was cool about it. So I was just like, okay. I was like, oh, fuck. So with the VIP, you have to pay the door, like, they fee, which is like $30, I think, or something like that. And then you tell them the price. So 30 minutes, they stay in there 30 minutes or whatever. And I think I charged them like $150, I believe. Some shit like that. It was like, I don't know, but I didn't even know, to be honest. I didn't know like what to charge. She was nowhere to be found, and I was just shook. So I was just like, oh my fucking God. So he gave me the money to go pay, and I was like, yo, like, I'm like, what do you think? And then I just bust out, like, I'm real blunt, and I was just like, okay. I was like, what you think we gonna do in there? He was like, what you mean what I think you gonna do? Like, what are you talking about? Like, dance, duh. And I was just like, okay, I'm just trying to make sure, because I don't do nothing else, you know? Like, I'm like, to each his own, but I don't do that. He was like, okay, like, that's not even, like, who said that? And I was just like, okay, I'm just making sure, whatever. So we go in there. You know, I'm dancing. It's just basically the same fucking thing I would do outside. So I'm like, yo, like, this all you gotta do in here? You just dancing with a curtain closed. And then it's always a sidebar. It's always good to get close with the security wherever you work at. Always get close with the security, because that's who's gonna look out for you. And like, if you a bitch who irritating or talk too much or disrespectful or something like that, they not gonna look out for you. I mean, they still gonna do their job, but they not gonna be as adamant as if y'all had some type of relationship. So that's what I would say. And then they don't fucking know if 30 minutes are passed or not. So you just kind of tell them, yo, come 15-20 minutes, and just tell them it's the time is up. So that's a good thing. Always get close with security. But I hadn't known that. I mean, I kind of knew, but since I was like kind of cool with this customer, I kind of didn't tell the security. We just make eye contact, and then they knew, like, okay, yeah, she going to VIP. And I never go to VIP. So they just knew to like look out for me or whatever. So I'm in there dancing or whatever. It's the same fucking thing I was doing outside the curtain. I guess he was just weird. Like, he didn't like people looking at him getting dances. He was paranoid. And he was a drug dealer. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. But he was really weird. Like, we stayed in there, I swear to y'all, we stayed in there probably like less than 10 minutes. I don't even think he was touching me. Like, and I was just like, this is is easy. Like, okay, I know this is why people be going to VIP. I mean, I know some people be sucking and fucking and you know all that, but I'm like, okay, it's some people who come in here and don't do that, because I know I wasn't. So I know it's some people out there that don't do that. It's just strictly VIP, you know, a dance, or some people might want to talk more in private. You just get those weird type of people. So I was like, okay, cool, y'all. He threw me 200 and something, or no, he threw me like $300, and in 10 minutes he got up and walked out. He was like, all right, bye. I was like, yo, this easy. Okay. So fast forward, maybe like a few weeks later, it was this guy. He was a UFC fighter, and he was really cool with the owner. So he came in, you know, he was talking to me. Oh, you new here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I've been here for a couple months. My name is this, da, 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 da. It's like, oh, okay, cool. You know, I'm a UFC fighter. You know, I got Nike endorsements. Like, I get free Nike all the time. I get this and this and that, and blah this and blah that. Oh, and then we just talking and stuff. And he was like, oh, you want to do VIP? And I was just like, what you think we gonna do? That's every time somebody asks me that, I'll just be like, what you think we gonna do? And they be like, oh, well. So, and I'm like, nah, nope. Okay, so then he was like, "Oh no, nothing like that. Like I just want you to sexy dance." So I was like, "Sexy dance? Okay, whatever." So I was just like, "Fuck!" Like every time somebody would ask me to do VIP, like I would have like real bad anxiety when it comes to that. So I was just like, "Oh my god, okay." I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm like, this dude come in, he spent 300 less than 10 minutes and he dipped out. I did that with the dude I like was cool with. We probably did that like 2 or 3 times, and then he had disappeared for a long time. Then he came back. He remembered me and he threw me like $100 on stage. I was like, oh shit, okay. So the second guy or whatever, I was like, okay, cool. Just as long as you know that I'm not doing nothing, like I'm not fucking, I'm not sucking. So as long as you know that, then we're cool. He was like, yeah, no, like none of that, none of that. So we get in there, like sexy dancing. Like I had this girl, she I had got her a job. I made sure she was straight. I paid all her bills, this and that. And I'm just like, what? Okay. It's like, yeah, she used to come over to the house and sexy dance for me. So I'm thinking like, okay, so sexy dancing. I'm like, what the fuck is sexy dancing? He just kept saying some sexy dancing. And then I was like, okay, like if this not sexy enough, I don't know what to tell you. Like, what are you talking about? He was like, oh no, like I just want you to sit on it. Sit on what? Sit on what, sir? What the fuck do you want me to sit on? Like, nah. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Sit on what? I was like, first of all, we already discussed this. You said you just wanted sexy dancing. I was like, now, if I would have known sexy dancing was fucking in your words, then no, I would have never came in here. I was like, but now, like, no, you doing too much. He was like, no, you know, I'll get you some Nikes. Like, I'll get your daughter. You said you got a daughter. I'll get your daughter some Nikes. Like, just calm down, just please. I'll get you what kind of apartment you want. Like, I'll get you an apartment. Do you need a car? You need a car? Like, just sit down, just relax, you know, just da-da-da-da. And I was like, bruh, give me my money. You in the club. And he was like getting real aggressive, like, no, like, come on, like, it's not that deep, like, it's just fucking, it's just sex and da-da-da. I was like, nigga, but we didn't agree to that. Yes, just sex or whatever you want to say, but that's not what I agreed to because I'm not that type of person. I'm not knocking nobody who do it. Get it how you live, but sis, me, pie, okay, she's not. He was like, calm down, because where the VIP at is literally two little boxes, like right here, and then the fucking pool table is right here. Literally, like this how much room. So I'm like, yo, give me my fucking money. I'm like, because I told you that I was not fucking, I was not sucking, I was not doing none of that. It was completely strictly dancing, and we agreed to that. And now we get in here, and you trying to flip the script. That shit, I don't. And then he was like kind of getting real aggressive, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to nut the fuck up, and then I'm gonna have to get security. So I start getting loud, like, give me my fucking money. I'm like, all this shit you talking about, free shoes and cars and clothes. I was like, nah, I can get that shit myself. Like, you really pissing me the fuck off. He was like, no, calm down, like you doing too much, like you gonna let people hear you, like just calm down. Da, da, da. I'm like, nah, because you not getting it. He was like, okay, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. So then he calmed down. He was like, you want something to eat? And I was like, yeah, and I want you to give me my money too. So he finally gave me my 150 and he was like, okay, my bad, I'm so sorry. Then he ordered me something to eat, and then I snatched the fucking curtains open and I dipped the fuck out, and they was just looking at me like, you okay? Like, cause I knew sub, and he was basically just like, basically talking about take my underwear off and sit on his dick. My anxiety was like, like good on that. I don't have time for that. I'm not gonna be arguing over no money. Like, it's just like, if you can't get no satisfaction out of me already being butt ass naked, then I can't do nothing for him. And that's why I don't do VIP anymore. I didn't like the rapey feeling. I didn't like the aggressiveness behind the curtain. I didn't like the lies and the agreement. And then when we agreed, he switched the story and flipped the script when we got behind the curtain. I just did not like that. And not to say that anything would have happened, because I was also cool with that security, but I just didn't like the feeling. It was just like, nah, I'm good. If y'all know how to finesse, distract the fuck out of him, I would say do VIP. And if you could deal with a nigga like constantly trying to touch on you and fuck you, and you know how to just like play that shit off and get up out of that shit and get your money, by all means go ahead. But that shit is a headache for me. I get anxiety and I'm just not about that life. So y'all can have that. Guys would like to see more stripper videos and more topics, just let me know in the comment box. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video.